What is going on, everybody? This is Rawstarr of the Burbank Misfits, and of course, I'm joined with my awesome co-host, CW.
Hi.
And we have the distinct pleasure of having a very beautiful, awesome, amazing, brilliant, fun, energetic, very open guest today. Carmela Clutch, who I forgot to ask her to put her phone on vibrate, so I hope her phone doesn't ring. And I didn't ask the person, my co-host either. But
I was already doing it. I'm learning.
Well, my phone was already on silent, so
yeah.
I just checked it, but it was already on silent.
See.
I keep prepared.
Yeah. So tell the world who has the misfortune of not knowing who you are.
Oh, excuse me.
I like that. That was good.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mela. Friends call me Mela, Carmela Clutch. I'm here enjoying some time out and doing the podcast thing. I just moved to LA, and I'm loving it out here. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's better than where you moved from, because I was there for 2 years, and he can tell you I was so miserable in Florida.
Oh, yeah. My ex-wife lives in Florida.
Oh, you like crazy. That's why I left
She's
Florida.
not from there.
She just lives there.
Just decided to settle there.
Is she Latina?
No.
Okay, I was gonna be like,
She's
you really like
East
crazy.
African.
Okay, all right. I was going to say you really, really enjoy torture, but that, maybe not so much.
But I'm not sure.
I think he does. His eyes just lit up. I think he does. That's okay. So do I.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with torture.
We're not getting into that again,
BDSM.
man. All right. Every episode.
It comes
All right.
comes up some way, and I never bring it
So,
up.
tell us more about yourself.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm new to the porn industry, but when I'm not, making smut, I'm singing, I'm cooking, I'm doing yoga, jogging, I'm painting, I'm writing. I try to keep myself very busy.
So I have two questions. One, how long have you actually been inside of the industry?
I've been doing adult since my first shoot, which was April 25th of this year. So I'm really new.
I thought I met you way before that. Wow.
You were wrong.
No, I'm just taking the world by storm.
Well,
That's
no-
the difference.
No, because it's like, there's some people who I meet, and it feels like I've known them for a long time because they become good people to know, whatever. Then there's others who I've just met, and they've been around for like 15 years.
This guy, right?
Huh?
Like this guy? You just can't get rid of him?
Well, I've been around this person since. Well, I met them in high school, but we didn't start hanging out until college. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
I used to
cool.
be roommates with his cousin
All right.
for a very long time.
Nice.
For like 4 years, almost 5 years.
I always kind of laugh at that because there's so many friends that I still have today that I met in high school. I didn't necessarily hang out with that much in high school, but somewhere in college our paths kind of clicked and we ended up just becoming really good lifelong friends. So it's
I think
cool.
me and him became more so friends because he was always with my cousin, and I know that like we knew each other in high school, but we didn't we were in different. We're because I'm a year above him, as far as schooling goes.
Older.
I am not a year older. I'm not a full year older.
You're about, 11? No, almost
I'm 20
12 months.
I'm 27 days away from being a year older.
Yeah. So he graduated before me. So, but I think it was back when he was looking for somebody to do a radio show, and I was like, I'll do it. Because I used to be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, we got kicked off the radio twice.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason for the Misfit thing, because we got kicked off the radio twice, and I think one of our videos got demonetized on YouTube just because of stuff that we do. And the thing is, I always say, the first time was my fault. We got kicked off. The second time was his fault, and that's when we just quit doing it. Cause
in the past month, I've gotten kicked out of 2 places already.
Really? Where?
Oh, okay. The first one I got kicked out of Magic Mountain, that water park next to Six Flags.
How do you get kicked out of?
How'd you get kicked out of Magic Mountain?
Okay, she was doing something lewd.
So Kitty Jaguar and I,
yeah, Kitty.
decided
She was
with
supposed to be our
Rob-
guest today, but she had to shoot.
Oh, I love her. She's
I love
amazing.
Kitty. She's so sweet
She's
and
awesome.
joyful.
Kitty, if you're listening, I love you. I miss you. Let's hang out soon. We went to Magic Mountain and we decided that we were going to flash the camera, for Rob on a ride. We're on the ride. We flash the camera. We do a little bit of twerking. Yeah. We caught it all on camera, and we shortly got kicked out after that. So I actually have that clip, and I'm going to be releasing it to my OnlyFans soon.
Wow.
The clip that got me kicked out and banned from Six Flags.
Oh, wow. You got banned. Wow.
I can't go to the water park. I think I can still go to
Wow.
the Six Flags. Yeah, I'm too bad.
Banned.
And then last night I almost got kicked out of bowling.
Oh, did they?
What happened at bowling?
I may have taken another male talent into the bathroom and tried to shoot some content.
Wow.
So I didn't know that.
Oops.
That I didn't see that occur. I mean, I know what happened in the parking lot,
Oh, well.
and I know people were flashing inside of the actual bowling
Oh,
alley.
no. I took this male talent to the bar and we ordered a drink. And then while we were waiting for the drink, well, we got bored. And
Damn.
we went to the bathroom. And
The thing is like
we got a stern knocking on the door.
I
He must leave the
can't
premises.
think I know who. I'm not going to say the name, of course, but I think I know who it was because I seen them disappear for a little while. So
We all did at some point. There was a good amount of people. Ever notice, at these, gatherings, people just randomly disappear for,
Well, I mean,
30, 40 minutes at a time?
yeah, but it's just you got to pay attention because sometimes
Yeah.
you just go to the bar to drink. And I know I know when you first got there, I'm like, well, I need to ask her if she can be our guest tomorrow really quick because I know she's wanted to be on it when I talked to her at the lingerie party. And I'm like, did she leave? Or did she go? At that moment, I thought either you left or you went somewhere and did something obscene.
Well,
So
that time we were just getting a drink at the bar. Eddie and Nasty Nat and I, Eddie J, Nasty Nat and I, we got a drink at the bar. We're hanging out. Once we got settled, we decided to come back, and that was fine. It was the second trip to the bar that I kind of got a little crazy.
It's always that second trip to the bar.
I just wanted to give him a little preview of something that we were working on. His face right now. I think I've made him speechless.
Wow, yeah.
no, it's just because I know you're free and open, so I can just imagine because just from what I think you saw some of the video of the pool party.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not.
I don't think
Yeah,
I was.
that was-
I think I was pretty well behaved in the
That
pool
was-
party.
The pool. I didn't
He
really
gives
see
me a
that
look.
much of the pool party.
He gives me a look.
No, because I know two things that happened at the pool party.
Okay, well, there's a couple of things that happened at the pool party,
So
and there's a couple of things that, quote, didn't happen at the pool party.
okay,
What
yeah.
didn't happen?
Well, I certainly didn't take two male talents behind the grotto and start performing fellatio on both of them simultaneously while others watched.
I think I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah. I think I saw that maybe.
hi.
I'm not sure. Hi, hello. Maybe.
the one you saw was the cunnilingus in the edge of the pool.
Yeah, that's what I
there was
saw.
that too.
Yeah, there was that too.
Yeah, the cutting lingus in the pool. That was with me too.
Yeah, the thing is with that was I remember how that even happened because I was walking around just taking pictures. Hey, let me get a picture of you and her. And it was
What is this?
It was smile, hug, cunnilingus. It's like
Yeah,
I wasn't prepared for that, but
but Kana and Kitty and I got together a couple of days after that, and we put on probably what is to date one of the most intricate scenes I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of. I love that scene. It was incredible, and that chemistry really started at the pool. During
sweet.
at that time because Makana was holding me back and Kitty was
Yeah,
doing the deed.
I know.
Boom.
I had my arm on someone to just make sure I didn't fall into the pool because I had my camera, And I was trying to use my phone because I didn't have my camera light on me. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to die, but I want to record this.
I look down and I see this beautiful woman like in between my legs, and I'm just like, oh, okay. At this point, I don't know what's more wet, the pool or me. Bro, I'm telling you.
These are the jokes, folks. These are the jokes.
I think I squirted her too, and she was like, "Shit, dude, warn me next time if you're gonna do a water gun." Like, yeah, no, I'm a squirter.
Okay.
Man, you're very speechless.
Rawstarr. It is hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
You're usually asking so much more questions. So, I'll ask a question.
I am an open.
I was going to ask a question about her art. Okay, go ahead though.
What?
I was going to ask a question about her art, but go ahead. Ask your question.
Burbank misfits, not misfit. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, all right. So,
What's up,
what made you decide to get into the adult industry?
Oh, okay. It kind of fell into my lap. As with most people in this industry, we're kind of built differently. I noticed little things throughout my life. I'm overtly sexual. I probably have the dirtiest mind in the room at all times. I pride myself on that, actually. I just have a very heavy drive. I've never really felt like your average person could satisfy me. And to be honest, while preparing for the Peace Corps, I picked up a side gig as a personal assistant to someone in the business in Miami. And from there, I had worked 1 or 2 scenes, nothing major, and ran into Rome Major, who then fostered me into the adult industry and taught me everything I knew. It kind of just fell in my lap, and they're like, hey, you're kind of cute, and you fuck like a machine, and...
You are cute. You're not kind of cute, but go ahead.
Thank you. So they're like, you're kind of a machine, you're an animal, so maybe this is for you. And when the Peace Corps didn't work out for me and they rejected me, because of my anemia, 10 days before I was supposed to leave...
Damn.
Yeah, I was kind of like, well, shit, what do I do? And I reached out to Rome, my kind of like my mentor, and he's like, well, do you enjoy working in adult? And I said, I fucking love it. There's something about content creation, the creativity. As I said before, I'm a creative person. I need creative outlets. This is just another channel for me to do that, as well as enjoy myself in a safe and controlled environment.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that happened.
I think that you're the first person that was about to go out and help the world and say, well...
I help the world just in different ways.
No,
I had a couple reach out to me and say that they were having marital issues, difficulty in the bedroom. So we played a kind of like a Simon Says, Clutch Says.
Okay.
And like they just kind of followed along with the positions that I did. And I created a specific, I don't want to call it routine, because I hate the term routine, and I hate the idea of like 3 positions in the dark and then done. Like that sucks. So
when you get older,
program.
So I gave him a couple of homework assignments, and hell, you know what? I like to give myself the damn credit of helping them. So yeah, I help people now.
Hey,
I help
all right.
people reach a different form of
enjoyment.
Yes, exactly.
So, to touch off of industry stuff really quick, you say you do art. What type of art stuff do you use? What is your vision for it, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, I'm just I'm a creative person in general, so I like to dabble in the arts. I sing, I draw, I paint with acrylic. That's probably like the most artistic thing that I do is I paint on canvas or on wood with acrylic. I had a job way back when, and I don't think I can say the actual...
You don't say that.
I won't say that, but I used to work for a company who teaches what I will call fun art. Something that's just like palatable, easy enjoyment for everyone. You bring something to eat or drink, and we teach you the art. You get to keep your canvas at the end. So while working for them, I picked up how to paint, just some basics, and I really enjoyed it, and I just kind of kept going with it from there. I like landscapes and moonscapes and stuff like that.
So I've never...
That's cool.
I know for me, I've never had the
He's bored. He wants to talk about sex more.
Nah, I like to talk about the other stuff.
No, this is his natural demeanor.
Yeah. This is me, usually around, or, smoking a lot of cigarettes.
Cigarette weed?
No, that's usually, okay. I'm usually rolling at,
You can roll now.
some of these parties. Oh, no, I don't do it during the day.
Okay.
I got work later.
I was like, don't let me stop
Oh,
you.
no.
We're in California.
I just do it when I go out. Maybe I go to a party
Okay.
at
Got you. Responsibly.
Jay's house.
Jake's house, yeah.
Yeah.
It's become a thing that we've always talked about, yeah.
Jake's house.
That one time at Jake's house is like...
One time at Jake's house when the police came and they were out there taking pictures with the models instead of actually doing anything.
What? I didn't even hear about
crazy
that.
awesome.
We don't want to
that
blow
one.
up Jake's house,
After
though.
the avian house party,
that...
we went to Jake's house and the cops were called and they were there. They came in. They understood they know what's going on. We all have parties there all the time. They came outside and they were with, I forget which girls specifically. I know two of the girls that were there. I won't say who. But apparently the officers recognized one of them and was like, "Aren't you?" And she's like, "Yes, I am." They're like, "Can I?" And she's like, "Of course you can. Can you leave our friends alone?" And yeah. And so about 20 minutes later, they were gone after they had a bunch of I'll call them interesting pictures.
Boom. Let me show you this, Sergeant.
I think I didn't go to that party because
We missed a hell of a party.
someone had broken into my car right before I went to the... I literally walked outside, looked at my car, and said, "Someone broke in my car." And I'm looking through my car.
The avian house party?
Yeah. Because I was like, I got in my car.
Where the warehouse area is.
It don't happen like I was getting in my car to come to there. So I'm looking at my car to try to see what was missing. And because I seen everything scattered, and I'm like, these fools stole the most. Like, I understand one of the things they stole, but everything else is just so like, really?
Yeah, out of all things.
Like, they stole
Like, you
pain.
stole my gum?
They stole pain pills, which I understand. But then they stole condoms.
Dude.
Hey, people got to be safe when they fuck.
They stole my glasses.
People got to see.
My singing glasses.
People got to see.
And
Wait, your prescription glasses?
yeah.
But why?
Maybe they were like, boom, oh shit.
And the $2 bill, I understand too.
There's all kinds of
So,
stuff in here to steal.
It took a $2 bill. This one $2 bill I had in my car. Pain pills, my condoms, and my
Sometimes you
glasses.
need exactly $2.
Oh, no.
And the
That's
thing is,
weird.
like,
They didn't bother to steal the car? Like,
and the thing is, I think they tried to pop my trunk, but they pulled the wrong thing because what they did was
With the hood? Or?
No, they
the
hit
gas tank.
they hit my gas tank.
Oh.
But you see,
You sure
you
they
have
didn't
a
steal
lot
some of your
equipment
gas?
with You like you always have mics and cameras and lights and stuff.
I usually don't.
No, you don't.
I usually don't.
Okay, so that's what I would have been concerned that they would have stolen from your car. It's like equipment that's
Like
expensive.
right now, yeah, but like normally, like my trunk is just cluttered with other people's crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean now though.
All right. That's good. That's good.
But yeah, like we all like because I know he's been to a few of Jake's parties and
Yeah, they're tight.
they're usually very very fun. And depending on what day is on, it's sometimes very lewd and sometimes just, hey, we're just here.
The one or two times I've been to his parties, they've been pretty solid. I won't say they've been like crazy lewd or anything like that. I think the Urban X Pool party was a little bit more lewd. If I really had to,
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
think
like,
looking at more.
I don't think you weren't at his house for the last 4th of July.
No.
When they just had a sex room.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it
But that
said.
sounds like okay. Being in the industry, the parties that go on, basically, if it's talent and tested, if your tests are current and you're at these parties, like all bets are off. Like you can end up.
I see people getting
I've
pop
ended
it.
up in the middle of like an orgy and like, oh shit, I did not expect. I was looking for the bathroom. I swear I was looking for the bathroom. You know, but
Yeah, I remember
hey, this is
somebody.
not where I parked my car.
I don't got a picture of it from last year. I just got what was happening. But
Your phone I'm afraid to go through the pictures, but at the same time, from what I'm seeing, it just, wow. Yo.
He be catching a lot of shots.
I love that he has the stripper pole right there. I'm actually looking for a place. I'm going to be getting a place out here with another female talent who's a good friend of mine. You know her very well.
Yeah. You told me before we started.
Yeah, so we're looking for a spot now, and like one of the things we were talking about was like, do we want a stripper pole, like mounted in? Do we want a sex chair? We do want a sex chair, but do we want a sex swing? The answer is yes to everything. Ultimately, if we decided, we sat down and we're like, if we were gonna have our dream house, it would be me and two other talents, one male, one female. You already know who. And we'd have, everybody would have their own room. And then we'd also have, like, rooms for our friends and family and people in industry to come and stay. And we'd also have a dungeon, like a full-on soundproof, chains on the walls, fucking dungeon.
See, that's my type of house. So
Yes.
Wow.
No one can hear you scream. In ecstasy, of course.
Yeah. That's where it starts. In the ecstasy at first. Until someone, take him to the dungeon.
No,
I was in the dungeon.
Walk me there on a leash.
And
they both
that's how it
stopped
begins.
talking.
That's how it always begins.
I'm not going to say her name, but I know one of our past guests who's not in the dope industry is going to one of those parties Saturday, and they was sending me like all these pictures of what they're going to wear, and it's just like, okay, here's the thing, and this is weird too. Even people who's not in the industry, for some reason, they just feel the need to just send me naked pictures of themselves, just to say, "What do you think of this?" or "How's this?" And it's like,
it's true.
Okay.
It's very true. People have always
and the
sent
thing
me
is, like,
pictures.
half these girls I'm not intimate with at all. It's just like, how's this?
Half?
Majority.
I mean, so you fucking some of these girls?
I have used my penis before.
I know.
My penis still works. So I might have broke my neck, but my dick still works. So
that's true.
I mean, I might be innocent, but I'm not that innocent now.
I would use that to my advantage. I broke my neck. You want to give me some? His face.
Man. He's like,
I mean, no, I have.
Don't kill me, baby. Don't kill me.
Literally, like,
remember my neck's broke.
I remember.
Almost killed him. He stopped for a second, and I was like,
told him before I was at a party, and when I was recovering, I wasn't getting any.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I literally told a girl that, and basically she felt sorry, so she gave me some pity head. And I'm not going to deny head.
Take it.
Yeah, so
Take it.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you.
I don't know.
My neck's
is
my
pity
body.
head real?
It is.
I mean,
it is.
Damn,
in the adult industry, it is.
Oh,
there are people that'll
okay.
There are people that'll even do content with somebody that they don't necessarily find attractive, but they're just like, yo, you're good vibes, you're good people, and I want to see you do well. Like, I want to be. So if my position of leverage helps gain you some followers, they'll go ahead and shoot with them. I won't say who. I won't say, because they're not dropping names. But out there. It's out there. And pity head. It's like I've given pity head in my vanilla life.
Damn.
I've given a pity hand job.
I've
done pity sex.
Pity hand jobs seem more like real.
Yeah, but that's so boring. You could do a hand job better than I can.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Why are you trying to jack my dick? It's just gonna get chafed. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get some head. Nope, we racing an hour, and now I'm rubbed raw. Nope. Oh God. Most girls that are just giving hand jobs aren't spitting on anything.
That's so sad.
They're just.
And
that's the only time they should be spitting.
Sorry, like,
you want to take those rings off? Nope.
Still doesn't do it for me either. They gotta,
man.
If
spit will do it for you if you have the right time. It can't be. No, you need someone.
You gotta come
down
from the back of the
that
throat.
jam.
Yeah.
Get
But I'm talking about if she's just doing this.
Oh no, that's boring. Switch
Yeah.
it up. Go like guys. You will switch it up. They'll switch their hand position. If you watch them like stroke it, they'll go from one end and then they'll stroke the other way because they need the variety, right? I don't know. I don't have a penis. But like,
What?
It's gotta be like
What? I've never been like yeah. Whipping the hands like
because
sometimes I'll be like my right hand. I'll be like right hand. Let's try, and it'll be like nah,
maybe
bro.
It's just on set. Some of these guys
Strange.
are like trying to keep themselves.
Well, yes,
up, so
And they're like,
I think
I'm hitting this sideways.
I guess just them
Wow.
trying to like because if we doing that whatever we're trying to make it hard. Then if we move it back and forth.
No, they
Wait,
like
do it this way.
moving it back and forth.
Going from this
Wait.
to like this. I'll see them.
No,
do
just
this.
with
Yeah.
like moving it around. It can make it hard too.
Oh,
Is
helicopter?
that what you do? Is that what you do? You be like,
Yes.
Oh my god!
it's like a little windy, like, and then his finger sticks out like,
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry,
works.
but the male genitalia, it's
Wow.
weird. It's weird looking. If you think
you
about
see,
it.
so you be whipping, you be like, hold on 1 second, baby, and it's just like, and the blood just,
Yeah.
force just come right back into
Yeah,
it.
because I put
Oh,
it like
yeah?
this. I put it like this.
I guess.
And I know there's one other thing that I spoke about before in a previous episode about my main part that can make me just whatever, and I can do that too. And I'm
Talking about
ready
your
to go.
prostate?
Huh? No, just my ear.
Oh,
This
yeah.
ear.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Here too.
yeah, and I saw somebody do that yesterday to somebody.
Angel, I have a halo. Look, I have a halo above my head. It's only supported by horns. Okay, the horns are there for support.
No, I saw you do that to someone else. I said, you know what? If that person, if she did that to me yesterday, in general, anybody, I'm like, I would just be like,
It's something that I is one of my hobbies.
She
Is
would
the
be
art
like-
of seduction. The art of seduction. I find it almost artistic the way that women can choose to seduce, and you can look at different cultures too. They have different arts for seduction. For example, the geishas had their form of art. They would dance, they'd sing, they would even do visual arts as well, like tapestries and things like that. But I always found it really interesting to kind of study the cultures, and with that comes a certain amount of study on the human body. So I've kind of taken it upon myself to learn certain erogenous zones, and for example, there's more than just the G spot for a girl. There's also a P spot. It's another erogenous zone.
my mind's like, do tell.
Just ask, what a P spot at?
Where's the peace?
Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
Because I need to educate everyone on this. No, really. Gentlemen, there is more than one erogenous zone to make your woman come. It's not just the clit. It's not just the G-spot, which is insert in and go directly up to a spongy tissue that will get more firm as she gets more turned on. That's the G-spot.
I know that.
The P-spot is, when you go directly in and she's like, oh, you're hitting my cervix. Oh, that hurts. Well, yeah, it fucking hurts. But what you do is you slowly adjust yourself underneath the cervix. So if the cervix here, you go underneath it right there. That's an erogenous zone. If she was a male, it would be where her prostate is. But because she's a female, that's the area that shares.
I've been to the P spot. I've been to the P spot. I didn't know I was at the P spot, but I've been to the P spot.
You've been there. You feel the difference. You feel like you get stuck when you push all the way straight in.
You
So
like,
you
what's this
adjust
switch?
down, and then you got
What's
more
this
space.
switch?
Yeah, if she's flexible too, you just throw those legs up and you hit it easier. I'm like a goddamn pretzel.
P spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sex lessons.
Can you hit my G spot, girl?
I can hit your.
I'm
P
much.
spot.
I'm go a few letters up.
I'm gonna elevate you.
We hitting the P spots around here.
She's like, what's that?
What's that? You don't even know your own body.
Yeah, truthfully,
Boom.
it's so sad. But most people don't know that. Most girls don't know that. I didn't know that until recently. I had another adult porn star point it out to me. And I was like, I think I heard that somewhere. And then I looked it up and I started doing the research. And I was like, you're absolutely right, Pussy Bandit. He actually knows the female anatomy very well.
Boom.
You said who?
P Spot, Pussy Bandit.
Bandit.
Okay.
Jonathan Jordan? Jonathan Jackson.
If you're going to be a pussy bandit, you got to know what you're taking. That doesn't sound right. You got to know. You got to case the job if you're a pussy giant bandit. Let's rewind that joke. Take it. No.
Oh, I hope he's listening because he'll get a kick out of that. He actually...
You got to case the joint.
Case the joint.
You said Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah. Pussy bandit.
Okay.
He's out in Florida, I think.
Oh.
East Coast.
Okay.
Remember, I'm from East Coast.
No.
All of my people...
Because it's like, this is the weird thing. So, and I think I told him before too, like with me, it's like I know more people out here. Uh-huh. So when I was in Florida, it was like a lot of people who I just didn't know. And I was like, because I was doing my...
Well, you know me now, so I can...
I was doing my vanilla out there in Florida. So it was more. So I was more so doing that, but it was just like I didn't know anybody out there really in the industry. I met.
He's been around for about 8-9 years. He's with BBC Titans, Team VP.
You don't know Pussy Bandit?
No.
He knows Pussy Bandit.
I don't know. I really don't be knowing any of these guys.
No. Oh.
Nah. Sometimes I recognize them, but then sometimes I'm like, I'm not trying to see what your face look like.
Okay, so you know.
Sorry, bro.
So
I appreciate when you work out.
Well,
but
I feel so bad for the male talent.
And wipe your booty.
Oh my God.
Wipe your booty. That's what I gotta say too.
Working in adult has given me a profound respect for the men in this industry. Oh my God, the women too, but I think that the men don't get enough credit.
Recognition.
Oh my gosh,
they're workmen. They're workmen. They gotta be like. I feel like it's like a.
They gotta keep hard.
Yeah,
for
they gotta clock
hours.
in. They gotta like.
They gotta keep it up. They gotta come on command. The girl may not like you. The positions are not necessarily comfortable. I fucking love what I do, but I know that the guys don't get nearly enough recognition for what they do. So I always applaud them.
Two things. One, someone posted a video of someone who didn't finish wiping the other day, and it was so nasty. But it was they still had paper hanging out there.
Oh.
Anyway, so
I mean, it happens.
Or maybe.
But why don't you do some
they
water?
They still had paper. Hanging out their butt when they was doing the scene. So they hopped up like doing the scene like on the
water before. No extra making clean, because somebody's going to see my butthole.
I mean, at that point, take wipies and just
I use wipies. The thing is,
like before and after. That's like every.
But the thing is, like, I see your point because, like, I know, like, that's one thing that I wouldn't be able to do is come on command. I can't have someone like have someone like
within 2 minutes, and that's actually considered a lot of time. They like want you to come. Like, okay, you good now? Okay, let's go.
It's like, okay, come.
What?
Wait, what? Huh?
Wait, huh?
Like,
I did a scene.
Can I tell her what to say first?
I did a scene yesterday, and it was a hand job scene. So I was like, "You want me to give a hand job? Like, can't he do a better job at that than me?" Like, okay, make the boobs bounce, got it. And then he was like, "Okay, so we're ready for the pop shot. You know, dude, you think you good?" And Teo, the male talent's like, "Yep, just give me 2 seconds." And he closes his eyes, take a deep breath, looked up, or kind of like just gave himself a minute, and then looked out at me for a second, and boom, everywhere. I don't know how he did it. I was like, this? Really? Yes.
Substitution. Acting technique.
Acting technique?
You imagine someone, and then you place that person.
Are you saying he had to use the highlight
reel?
No,
I mean, he didn't use the highlight reel, but like
yes, it was
there's a.
That's okay. I use
maybe
the highlight
there
reel
probably
for
is
a lot of
probably use the highlight reel to just be like to get on. Like I'm sure it would have happened eventually.
I mean,
but to be like,
I use the highlight reel a lot.
I'm sure.
But not with my male talents. Believe it or not. Like,
wait, hold on, So you use the highlight reel a lot, but you don't use it with your male talents.
Like, okay, before coming into porn, I'd have to use the highlight reel.
Oh shit!
I could not
Damn.
I let's put it this way. I've been.
She's making the highlights now.
Single by choice for 6 years,
and
that's because no man can tie me down. Nobody can dick me down good enough. And anyways, fast forward to porn. Now I don't really have to use my highlight reel. I am the highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a lot more fun. And I mean, I'm so
You
blessed
know you
and
can take
fortunate.
this off. I'm scared it's going to hit you in the eye.
I'm like,
I'm just holding it like I'm used to this shape of object in my hand.
Yeah, but I just saw it going closer. I'm like, I don't want it to poke her in the eye. She said, yeah, I was doing the podcast with Rawstarr, and an object hit my eye.
I got a last minute booking in my eye.
With a black eye, a busted up face.
So that's what goes down in there.
What the
I
fuck is
thought
going
there was
on?
something weird about their podcast. Everybody says it's okay, but
Beat up. No, that's
And-
okay.
and
First
then-
off, if you've seen anything that I've done, you probably know that I like it rough, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know y'all. You were talking about that last night. So
Yeah, some of the guys were joking on me because I was like, grab me by the neck, slap me, da da da, and then like somebody grabbed me by my neck, and I was like, that's womp womp. And then somebody else grabbed me by the neck and it's like, you have to do it like this, and throttles my neck, and I got excited, visibly excited. And he's like, well, damn, I don't want to kill the bitch. I don't want to just like slap her.
I know who the two were, but I'm not going to say it right now. But yeah, it was.
You what?
I know who it was.
no, it's kind of funny because you'd be like, "I want to say choke me." You'd be like, "Okay, I'm trying to kill you." It's like, "No, I mean choke me." I said it first time. Choke me. There's levels.
You have to do it right.
Yeah.
There's different ways.
Don't grab my windpipe and just try to crush it.
Exactly. Guys,
Don't kill me.
Don't press it down. Squeeze on the sides and keep your first finger, your index finger, extended, so that way you don't have total control of the carotid arteries.
Yeah, I have a kung fu grip, so I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, you do. It's pretty fucking strong. I mean, he's got like the windpipe crush.
Really?
Like
you
grip.
press down. You
I'm just saying,
No.
like, I know when I grab onto something, like it's
not really an in between.
Oh, okay. So you gotta temper that. You gotta watch out.
I don't really got a temper. It's just that, like,
No.
Temper that.
Like, temper,
Me,
you gotta, like,
we're calling it
down, like,
simmer it
work on-
down. Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Not like a temper. Like he's like honestly the most easygoing guy.
He is pretty easygoing.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
always got a smile.
Rawstarr is
always
pretty
happy.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be, otherwise,
He's like, hey, I'm doing that thing. I'm doing this.
Well,
What do you
like
do?
I
You want
said,
to come?
in all
I'm having a good
fairness,
time.
though,
I'm like, yeah, man.
his job. There are a lot of people that I know personally that would give their left testicle to have your job, just to be surrounded by these women that are like self-proclaimed sluts.
Yeah. You're always like, hey, there's a party I can go to, and there's always beautiful women there. Mm-hmm. Can't always.
And usually,
that's not always happening.
Very friendly and nice.
Yeah.
So
it's like, but the thing is like, a lot of people are more comfortable with me because they know that even though I'm around so many, people, whatever, I'm not actively trying to have sex with them. So it's not like, hey, I'm a creeper, or I'm gonna go get tested and mess with you right now. You want to do that? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there are
guys that do that.
There
Yeah.
are guys that do that. There are photographers and
Like, hey.
and just people in general. So I have a couple of friends in the industry that they'll travel with their friends, their quote entourage. These are guys that end up managing their schedule. They're involved in some way, but they've told me, yeah, I've gotten talent tested because while on these conventions, some of the other female talents are like, yeah, I'll sleep with you. It's not a problem. Are you tested? And if you have the same testing as them, and they're digging you, I mean. So that's not me personally. I haven't messed with anyone that's not in the business since being in the adult business, but that's just a personal choice. I think that's just because I'm constantly busy and like I use it as a tool for work now.
Yeah, I mean, like it's why I tell people, like, because someone literally was on one of our videos yesterday, because we used to have all these YouTube videos with a lot of porn performers, and they were asking for contact information. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I mean, because they're working, yada, 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 yada. And then I said, you got to realize that people say, well, these porn girls got this and that. I'm like, no, they clean, they do all this and stuff.
Nah,
and then
it's locked down.
You gotta realize their sexual organs is their
tool.
Is their tool for work.
This work, yeah.
That's their occupation. So if that occupation gets messed up, they can't work.
Yeah.
Dirty dick ain't worth it.
So, well, not just that, but like your vagina hurts after a while, dude. Like you've been pounded for a while. The last thing I want to do is have some mediocre 3-position dark in the dark sex because it's his fantasy, not mine. And
damn, what kind of fantasy is that?
Not him specifically.
No,
I
not
just
him,
mean,
but I'm just saying.
I'm just
3 position in the dark.
Yeah, bro.
What kind of?
Most vanilla. I mean, and I hate using that term because that.
If you think about
the
position, they think of.
But I don't
either
think
cowgirl, reverse
is that the
cowgirl,
fantasy though?
missionary.
They're gonna be like missionary, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, and doggy. Those are the 3 ones that they're gonna do before popping a nut in 5 to 10 minutes. Which is completely unsatisfying. For that, I rather put on the camera, call up one of the male talents, and have a real good time for about 45 minutes to an hour at least.
And then make money for it.
And then go and make money for it.
I understand that. I understand that.
Forever, just making that.
I'm just disappointed in this.
Would I have a
the
lackluster
fantasy of a
okay, well,
person.
you know what? I will actually.
Because that just seems like they're just regular everyday life.
I will challenge that. Actually, you know what? I will take that on. At 50, I'm saying it right now. I'm going to announce it. At 50,000 followers on Twitter, which I'm at almost 30 now, I will fuck a fan. I will go ahead and pick out a fan, and whatever as long as his fantasy is realistic and I can do it, then I will do that fantasy.
But you might pick. What if you pick the 3-position the dark guy?
I won't pick that. I won't.
Okay.
Pick that. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna shoot it. It's gonna be on camera. So.
So it has to.
Yeah. Fuck a fan does mean that it does go on camera. So they have to be willing to fuck me on camera.
I don't know.
Or I'll fuck them.
I mean, I would say that isn't somewhat the vanilla audience their fantasies what drive porn.
The fantasies, but the fantasy, yeah, exactly. So we'll be able to.
Yeah,
play
but like majority of their fantasy.
No, I'm
their
saying,
fantasy.
I was just saying, like, oh damn, if that's the person's vanilla fantasy, then they're pretty. That's really sad. If it's like, I really fantasize about being in the dark and doing 3 positions.
Well, I'll tell them. I mean,
well, I guess if you ain't fucking anybody, that'd be a great fantasy.
I suppose.
Yes.
I don't know. I remember being in one of those relationships. It was like three positions, and then like, I don't know. It was terrible. That was not fun.
Well,
that was very unsatisfying. That might have led to what I'm doing now.
I could see how that could be boring.
Yeah, it's routine.
Yeah,
gotta switch it up every now and again. Bring in an extra player. Bring in another girl. Bring in some toys if necessary. Just switch it up. Just change the outfit. Change the scenery.
This is true.
Have a staycation.
Cheers. Yeah.
Randomly, like he's long road trip. Fucking give your guy head. Ladies, give your man head, please. God damn it. There would be so much less road rage if you did.
Yeah. But would there be more accidents?
I don't know. I can't really be responsible for that. But I'm just saying in general, it doesn't have to be
Dick reconstruction went shot up.
I don't mean on the road always. Just in general.
On the road.
Like, fucking, you see him at the desk playing his video game or whatever. Drop his mouth, just give him head while he's doing that. Rolling a joint or a blunt, that's okay. Give him head. Why not? I have an oral fixation.
I'm almost about to win this match. What you doing? What you doing?
Seriously?
No.
Okay, so
not seriously.
True story.
Not seriously.
True actual.
Sorry, we lost.
True story though. This actually happened in my life. I was 19 years old. I was dating this guy. We were together for like almost 2 years, and he had a best friend who had a girlfriend. And that girlfriend was my best friend. Mm-hmm. And so we had decided that we had enough of the guys ignoring us while we were playing, while they were playing video games. So we decided that we were going to like kind of strip into some sexy lingerie. We were going to get on top of the bed and start making out with each other. Mm-hmm. And my legs are in between hers, and her leg is in between mine. And we're like grinding on each other. We're really young, so we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Mm-hmm. But we're playing, and it's fun. And his friend's like, yo, turn around. The girls are naked on the bed. They're making out. Oh my God, they're touching each other. Oh my God. And my boyfriend could not be less interested. He was all about his video game to the point where I felt insecure. She and I stopped making out, and nothing had ever transgressed. Did he miss an opportunity? Am I wrong?
Did he miss an opportunity, or did he just diffuse the situation?
What
Maybe he was like,
no,
I'm not giving any credence in this. I know what you're about to do.
Would you have taken care of that?
How many other people were there?
There was one other guy there, his best friend, which he had no problem fucking in front of because he's done it before in front of him. His girlfriend, who's my girlfriend, and me. And we had been together for about 2 years.
Well, on one end, yeah, he missed opportunity to have a 4-way, whatever, or whatever you want to call it.
The boyfriend was willing to walk out and just let us be us three.
Oh, well, yeah, he missed opportunity.
Yeah,
there.
The boyfriend was like, dude, I'll leave if this makes you more comfortable. I don't care. As long as I get round 2 or whatever, I'll leave, let you do your thing. What? You guys tell me. At 19 years old,
fuck that. Nope. And not at 19. My 19-year-old mind been like, I would have looked at him. I would have turned around and been like,
I didn't even get that.
I would have been like, now, I don't like that stuff.
I think.
No,
I'm gonna go.
I think.
Not my. Like, if I'm in it'd be one thing if I don't know. If it was like, I don't know. Is this something new? It would be that this is the first time this ever happened in front of him. Does he know?
It's not
is he like before? Oh,
okay.
He had been to a couple of parties at FSU.
See,
so I know that the environment was not
between with you.
It would have been the very first threesome that I had ever had. However, I was on the bed, naked, ready to go.
Yeah.
Usually the hardest part is getting the girl to agree to it and getting her comfortable with the other girl.
I guess I've never really been super two girls.
See, the thing is, I would say
we coordinated our lingerie. It was.
I would say I was worse as far as my sexual prowess when I was that age than I am now.
Oh yeah.
So, college. Anyway.
I don't know. I've been this way since I was 11.
I don't know.
I started freaking when I was 13. I have a question. Do you have time for a second episode? It takes sweet. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up because we've hit our thing.
Oh damn.
So go ahead and tell the world where they can find you really quick and
Sure. So if you guys missed my name before, I'm Carmela Clutch. Instagram, Twitter, and many vids, all the same username. Carmela, CARMELA _ Clutch, CLUTCH, Carmela Clutch. I have an OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Carmela Clutch. It has all of my behind the scenes, my weird honanigans, what it's like to live with me on a day-to-day basis, things like that. And then I will be opening up my Snapchat, and I will be selling lifetime memberships. Just DM me at any one of those social medias.
Yeah, make sure you pay for your form because this performer right here is very fun. As you can see,
people got to eat.
Very brilliant. It's so dango awesome. But if you want to check us out, we are at burbankmisfits.com, which says everything that me and CW does from fitness, from video editing, graphics, websites, and all the other fun, amazing stuff. Or you want to check us out on the Twitter. On Twitter is Burbank Misfits. On Twitter, Burbank Misfits on Facebook. The Burbank Misfits on Instagram. Check out CC Fitness LA is his gym. CCFitnessLA.com is his website. CC Fitness on Twitter and on Facebook.
Yeah.
CC Fitness LA, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And or his personal one, Christopher _Willie with an IE, not a Y, _J. If you want to follow me, it's Rawstarr, RAWSTARR on Instagram and on Twitter. Rawstarrcommunications.com is my website, and also Rawstarr Communications on Facebook. Thank you very much for listening. And
hey, everybody, I'm posting a lot more, too. So it's not just looking there and be like, this shit's from a month ago. Real beefcake stuff these days.
So yeah, go ahead and check all that out, and we'll see you for the next episode.
Bye.